We're talking about it. This is Hamilton Today with Scott Thompson on 900 CHML.
Well, lots of chatter of late, obviously, about a self-inflicted housing crisis that we find ourselves in. And in a post-pandemic world, that has just magnified itself as so many other things have. And a modular housing builder is receiving funding to upgrade its Ancaster, Ontario facility to ramp up production to increase the country's attainable home supply. The investment, it will allow BECC Modular Homes Hamilton area plant to punch out 2,200 structures per year of single and multi-story buildings through an expansion of production lines. What does this all mean? What is a modular home? Let's bring in Ali Ozden, CEO of BECC Modular, and here now. Ali, thank you for the time. I hope you're well.
Thank you, Scott, for having me in your show. Yes, I'm doing all right. And actually, I'm doing way better than all right. So it was a pleasure to have the minister on Monday. It was a great event.
All right, a great day, and this looks like a win-win situation. First of all, tell us what a modular home is. What's the difference between that and a standard home?
That's a very good question. So modular used in our case as a volumetric structure. So we have different ways of doing an offsite solution in our business. You have the two-dimensional solutions, so the panels are built in factory, and you have the solution that we call it modular, which basically is a three-dimensional solution. So we basically build homes in a factory, in a facility, and they are built in predetermined sizes. So a lot of them, they would be built anywhere between 8 feet to 15 feet frontage to all the way to 25 feet to sometimes up to 50 feet long. So we build these things in a factory space, and they're fully finished. I would say 95% finished with all the MEP, painting, trims, doors, and we take them to site, and we call it in technical terms a stitching. So we basically combine them together on site. They could be single dwelling homes. They could be multi-residential apartments. We build both of them, and that's basically a volumetric modular solutions.
And I notice you use the word attainable rather than affordable. What does that mean, and why the choice of that term?
Yeah, well, thanks for pointing that out, because there's a certain notion around a modular manufacturing solutions. A lot of people, they think that we build trailer homes.
Right.
So a lot of the solutions that we provide are basically by its nature is affordable, but it's available to pretty much everyone. So it's because affordable doesn't necessarily mean it's a sub-level product. So it's a product that actually on many different levels are higher than the current construction solutions that's provided.
So basically what you're doing here is you're manufacturing the products, the walls, beams, whatever, for lack of a better word, and then assembling that on site as opposed to building a home from scratch.
We're actually building it fully finished. So it's there completely finished to a degree that you can literally move in. So the day that the announcement was made when Minister Tassi was in our facility, actually she had the chance, and a lot of media people had the chance to come and visit the finished unit. So the particular unit was made from 3 modules, and they were combined, and they were fully finished. So we don't necessarily only do the panels. We don't necessarily do portion of it. We actually fully finish the units. That's why we call it volumetric modular structure. They're 3-dimensional, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. Everything is working. When you take it to site, it's just a plug and play. You just combine them, bolt them together. You either put them side by side, or you stack them up. We do projects. Right now, we have a project that's going to Ottawa. It's part of an affordable housing project. So it's 3-story building, 34 units. Each unit is made up from 3 to 4 different modules. They are anywhere between 900 to 1,200 square feet. The cool thing about these products they're very similar to Lego concept. So they're all same sizes, but then they're interchangeable. You can use different layouts and you combine them on site. Our products can be built up to 12-story high buildings. And once it's finished, Scott, you cannot tell the difference from any other conventional building to our buildings. They look the same.
This is a fascinating idea. I'm looking at your website now. How you alluded to this? How can this help the homeless population? You talked about a project you were working on.
The one that I mentioned, it's a more of a transitional approach. It's mostly for single moms with kids. So
Right.
so the one that was presented to Mr. Tassi had the 2 bedrooms, 2 washrooms, a mom and 2 kids. So basically, what I find that you can rapidly build them and take them to site. So just let's keep this one. I just want to point this one out. This project was permitted 6 months ago. So after 6 months, after the permit has been approved, the entire project was built in 6 months. We finished the 34 units within 6 months. Normally, this project would have taken 2 years. So the speed of it is obviously incredible. So that lowers the cost of building them and also how rapidly we're unfolding it.
Ali Ozden with us, CEO of BECC Modular, just received money from the government to ramp up their operations in Ancaster to punch out 2,200 structures per year and a solution, at least part of the solution to our housing situation. Ali, thank you so much for the time. Much appreciated. Good luck.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you very much for having me in your show.